Earlier this month, former PRASA CEO Lucky Montana took to the media to call out the South African Revenue Services over his unpaid tax debt. Montana told the media that the Revenue Services is abusing its powers. He accused it of maladministration, conducting a politically motivated witch hunt, and alluded to SARS fraudulently doctoring a fake court judgment to justify a hefty tax bill. On Saturday, SARS held a media briefing to address Montana's allegations with receipts. The Revenue Collections Agency told the media that Montana's claims lack evidence while they have receipts. SARS says it has been in communication with Montana since 2020 over his undeclared income tax, and his utterances have no basis. SARS says it gave Montana a 24-hour notice to retract his allegations, or his tax information will be shared publicly. However, Montana called the Revenue Services bluff.
The notion that SARS is engaged in witch hunt is not backed up by facts. It's unsubstantiated, and in many instances the court agreed with SARS that those allegations were vexatious, were scandalous, and were totally unfounded. Therefore, SARS up to so far has proceeded with the process of sequestration.
SARS says Montana has applied for a compromise of a tax debt, which is evidence of admittance to tax debt.
Mr. Montana had approached SARS to undertake what we call a Section 200, which deals with a compromise, a Section 200 of a Tax Administration Act, where you compromise the debt that your debt liability. The understanding is that if you come and request a compromise to SARS, of course it has to have certain elements, one of which is that you admit that you have a tax liability with SARS, and therefore you want SARS to settle through a compromise, not settle but compromise its original debt. Without going into other details, legal requirements, but Mr. Montana, who has lawyers and tax practitioners and advocates who assist him, should know better that indeed this process has been in conformance with the Tax Administration Act.
SARS says, dependent on the compromise process Montana initiated and the outcome thereof, it intends to set the sequestration application down for hearing in the High Court. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.